Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Doom 2 Hell on Earth, and when last we left off, Doomguy is on level 29, the Living End, the penultimate level of the game, the final true level of the game, and there is not one, but two Barons of Hell there. I saw a second one moving around that we need to deal with, so let us see if we can deal with both of them on this very narrow platform, and we need to make sure that we don't fall into the sludge beneath us. Falling into the sludge will pretty much spell our doom. I'd rather get hit than fall in. Falling in will kill us. Getting hit probably won't. There are a few more rockets that are needed here. Fortunately, oh careful, fortunately there isn't that much space for that enemy to move around. We have even less space, however, and there we go. All we need to do is run over once and we'll be fine. And this is when I miss. It's not when I miss. Marvellous. There's lots of ammunition here. There is a box of shotgun shells. There is an energy cell pack. There are more shotgun shells. And we are now here, in the middle of the level. We aren't out of the woods yet, though. We definitely aren't out of the woods yet, because there's one more foe we need to face. And this foe is a dangerous one. There are, of course, the enemies that have been firing at us from the very beginning of the level. Over here, there is a Mancubus there. That Mancubus is still going to try and shoot us. There's also one over there as well. We don't want to worry about them, but we're going to have to. There is, however, a Cyber Demon here. The Cyber Demon is the true problem. And if we're lucky, we can avoid the Cyber Demon and just leave. That's what I normally try to do. 97% kills, 96% items, no secrets whatsoever. That doesn't matter though, because we have not managed to beat the power time of 5 minutes, but we have managed to defeat the level. I don't know why the Cyber Demon sometimes doesn't rise up from the lowered position that it's at and attacks me. But either way, here we are. The Icon of Sin. This is the final level of the game, and the game gives you lots of goodies. It gives you every weapon. It gives you ammunition for every weapon. It also gives you a Megasphere. Why? Because we're about to fight the Icon of Sin itself. The rocket launcher is going to be very useful. The BFG 9000 is actually going to be more useful in the immediate though. This level is probably going to kill me a few times. That is just the nature of the level. So, deep breath, let's go in. And let's fire here, and deal with this foe, as we slowly, and I mean by slowly, I mean very quickly, head up to the very top. We need to head to the very top of this area. There are going to be lots of enemies spawning in. We need to deal with them as quickly as possible, and press this. Pressing this will allow us to get to the platform we're going to use to defeat the Icon of Sin. Now, we have to wait for that to go up, and then we're going to... oh, careful, there's a rocket there that's going to get us. That's pretty much inevitable while... oh, there's also an Archvile nearby. That's a problem. The Archvile is going to be a huge problem, so we have to deal with the Archvile before we actually go up. Let's go over here, and that is not where the thing is. We actually have to go over here, deal with you, get attacked by the Archvile again potentially. There is fortunately a supercharge here. Archvile is here. Just going to deal with you, and then head over here again. Now what we're trying to do is avoid getting hit by all these enemies. Go up here, and we need to get a rocket in to the brain here. Need to get a few rockets into the brain. Unfortunately, not only did I miss, but I also didn't get onto that platform over there which has the radiation shielding suit. We need to be careful because sometimes we'll get knocked off. That went in. Unfortunately, I still wasn't fast enough to get over to there. I'd like to get over to there, as slowly more and more enemies are just going to try and kill me. Enemies all over the place, they just keep spawning in infinitely. That did not go in. But I can get over to here now, get this, and then try my best to avoid getting killed. We need to deal with as many of these enemies as possible. Let's go over here, go up, ready the rocket launcher, and fire. That went in. Marvellous. Let's see if I can do this first time. Probably not likely. Also, the enemies will never stop spawning. They will just keep spawning forever until I end the threat once and for all. Like I just did there! Ha ha! Take that, forces of hell! The level is done. Our kills are ridiculous. Over 400% kills, 500% kills, over 700% kills, 800, 900, 1,000? There are loads of kills here. Also, what was the icon of sin? The icon of sin, if you go into the brain using noteclip, is actually John Romero's head. And the icon of sin says, though we didn't hear it when we fought there, the icon of sin says that the game can only be completed when you defeat John Romero. Also, we actually got onto the part-time! Amazingly! The horrendous visage of the biggest demon you've ever seen crumbles before you after you pump your rockets into his exposed brain. The monster shrivels up and dies, its thrashing limbs devastating untold miles of hell's surface. You've done it. The invasion is over. Earth is saved. Hell is a wreck. You wonder where bad folks will go when they die now. Wiping the sweat from your forehead, you begin the long trek back home. Rebuilding Earth ought to be a lot more fun than ruining it was. That may be the first time I've defeated that first time. And now we get the curtain call for all the enemies. The Zombie Man! The most basic enemy in the game, that, in large numbers, can still catch you off guard and kill you. Pressing spacebar kills the enemy there. The Shotgun Guy, far more dangerous than the normal zombie. I always just call them shotgun zombies. You're gone too. Heavy Weapon Dude, I call you the chaingun zombie, and you... oh my, you are a dangerous foe that I've learned to deal with a little better playing through this time. Just stun them. The Imp. Always there from the very first game, always a substantial threat, but if you know how to deal with them, they're not bad. And the Demon, the Pinky Demon. What do I need to say? They run at you, they try and eat your face, don't let them eat your face. The Lost Soul. You are a thorn in my side. But with the addition of the Pain Elemental, you're even worse in this game. I'm glad to see you explode now. The Cacodemon! We don't get to see the projectile, but we do get to see your smiling face. The Hell Knight. A new enemy for this game, a tricky foe if encountered in large numbers, and they still pack a punch. The Baron of Hell. The original big bad enemy from Doom. Still big, still bad, still nasty even now. The Arachnotron. The little version of the Spider Mastermind. Exceptionally deadly. When I first encountered you, I was killed a lot of times. Dead Simple was anything but dead simple. The Pain Elemental! I'm not even going to let you stay there. No. Revenants! I like you more than Pain Elementals, and that's saying something considering how devastatingly deadly you are. The Mancubus, also a new enemy, also extremely deadly. Still like you better than the Pain Elemental. The Archvile. Lots of people really dislike this enemy the most, but I still dislike the Pain Elemental more. A lot more. And now you're gone. The Spider Mastermind, the original final boss. you're still not as deadly as the Cyber Demon. But that super chain gun is indeed quite super. And now you are gone. The Cyber Demon. Ah, what a terrifying foe you are. Rockets that are deadly, loads and loads of health, the ability to move quite quickly, and sometimes you're placed in extremely tricky places to defeat. Or, just like I did with level 29, we can just walk past you and forget that you were ever there. And finally, our hero. It's you! It's Doomguy! And that, folks, was Doom 2 Hell on Earth, a game that I still love to this day. It's a wonderful game. It's a fantastic game. The first Doom game I ever played, the first first-person shooter that I ever really played, and one that is so near and dear to my heart. A game I still haven't learnt all the secrets to this day. I've played it so many times, and yet there are still things that I'm learning, and that is the joy of this game. Even now, there are still things that Doom 2 can teach me. And I still just love playing through it, loading it up, going on ultra-violence, and just going through the whole game. I actually went through the game about 4 or 5 months ago, before this point, and even then, I still missed secrets that I found here. Some of them are things I've only discovered for the first time. There's just so much to this game. It's basically Doom 1, but even more. And I loved Doom 1 when I eventually got round to playing it. Because I played this game first, I went to Doom 1 and there were less enemies and the levels were smaller, but I still loved it. Because at its heart, Doom and Doom 2 are just really fun. You have a level. You have keys to find, you have things to collect, secrets to find, but more importantly, enemies to defeat. Just loads and loads of enemies, and that is what Doom 2 is for me. A game that I can just sit down with at any time and have a great time playing. It's exceptionally fun. Very fun indeed. There are a few things that I could say in critique of Doom 2. Sometimes the traps can be a little bit exceptionally devious in the sense that you really needed to know that the trap was coming to not get killed by it. Having a little bit more of a chance to react is a good thing, but then again, this game isn't Final Doom. Oh, Final Doom. TNT Evolution and the Plutonia Experiment, they are full of devious, dastardly traps that put the things that we're seeing here to absolute shame. Because they have some really devious traps. And perhaps one day I will return to TNT Evolution. Perhaps one day I will play the Plutonia Experiment here. But that is not right now. For now, we have succeeded! And I really thought that the Icon of Sin level would be a lot more difficult than it actually was. Maybe I've got a little better at the game, or maybe I just got quite lucky with dealing with the rocket shots. Usually I can't aim them at all, but I did pretty well there. I'm still going to put most of that to luck. But either way, the game is over. We've seen all of the levels, the secret levels, and each of the main levels. And so, the replay of Doom 2 Hell on Earth is over. What comes after Doom 2? I honestly don't know. There are only so many games that can be replayed. I've yet to decide what I'll do, but I'm sure I'll pick something. Also, we never got that gun that we're holding. What gun is that? It is a mystery. But either way, I'm Kikoskia, and that was Let's Replay Doom 2 Hell on Earth. A fantastically fun game that I've loved returning to every step of the way. Every level is enjoyable in its own way, every level is devious in its own way. And I just love Doom 2. It's just such a fun game. A game with so many memories, a game with so much nostalgia. A game I can just, as I said before, pick up, play, and love. And so, when we come back, folks, a completely different game. We'll leave Doomguy and the survivors of humanity to rebuild planet Earth. After all, the demons are never going to come back. It's not like the demons are going to return and try and wipe out humanity all over again. Because if they do, they'll have Doomguy to take care of. And they can't take care of Doomguy. Twice they failed. Do you really think they'd go for round 3? They probably would try, but do you think they'd succeed? Probably not. That doesn't stop them from doing foolish things, and Doomguy will be ready for them. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. Chain gun! Ha ha! You didn't think you'd avoid chain gun at the very end, did you? You were wrong if you thought you could. The chain gun, the shotgun, the super shotgun, it's all just fantastic. And I could keep talking about Doom 2 for ages, but eventually, it all must come to an end. And the end is now. Okay, one more time. Chain gun! Ah, ah, ah. Marvelous. Later.